Hey there, this video today is about dreams and specifically lucid dreaming and all the crazy, amazing things that you can do while you are asleep. And for a while in my life, I actually loved my dreams so much. It was really hard to wake up from them, and I've learned since a type of almost dream recall. It's not completely on demand yet, but it's something I'm working on. And occasionally I can get certain dreams to come back to me. But what I wanted to talk about is just how to begin. And the very first thing that I think is important is that you should really practice creativity in your daily life while you are awake and totally conscious, to just sort of embrace that creative side of you, the more visual side. If you're a person who really is better with words, maybe try embracing the strengths you have towards recalling imagery or imagery, just like try to remember something that you see and then see if you can recall it, see if you can remember it, because a lot of times in my dreams, and I know it's not the same for everybody, but I see basically just my dream world as vividly as my real life. And I've had dreams where I've woken up and I couldn't tell you the difference, honestly. And that's just because I'm a very visual person. I can remember what's in a drawer almost just based on looking at it a couple times, maybe like a couple days ago. And it's not like it's accurate to a T, but it's enough to the point where I can remember my dreams. And, if you are better with words, you can always keep a dream journal. They say that it's best to do that, keep it by your bed and do it upon waking up. But I've never, ever discovered that to be something that I would do. So instead, I began to just try to remember dreams. And that was the first thing. And so I've actually gotten to this point now, and I did last night have a dream that just loops. So I dream one dream that I can remember, and it repeatedly just plays in my brain over and over. And I think I actually do realize that I am dreaming this way, and I will it to repeat itself so that I can remember it upon waking, especially if it's earlier in the night in my sleep cycle. And so that's one thing. If you're just starting out, that's not something you're going to be able to do, probably. But I remember way back when I started, I read a lot of books, and I just had a lot of interest in how I could gain more out of my sleep and out of my dreams. So, one of the most helpful things I've read is that and this is really when I began to start dreaming lucidly, is after I read this piece of information. And it was, and I'm trying to recall it, but basically things that will help you realize that you are in a dream. And so in your daily life, while you are awake, you need to do certain things like, if you wear a watch, look at your watch, read the time. And by developing habits in your everyday life that are something you might repeat in your sleep, you can recognize that you may or may not be able to tell what time it is. And as soon as your brain realizes this piece of information that you either can see or you just know, that's when you kind of realize that you're dreaming. And for me, it's not like oh my gosh, I'm dreaming, like now I can jump and I can fly and I can, call people into my dreams. It's nothing like that for me. Um, Another thing that specifically happened in my dreams is I would dream of my childhood home. So that's something I know is no longer a part of my life anymore. So it's very obvious when I am in that home that I am in a dream. And so I can automatically take that dream somewhere else, or keep it, keep that dream continuing. And another thing is people, recognizing that people who I've moved a lot in my life, so people who I've known, like maybe in college or before in a different state, I know that I don't see them on a daily basis, even though Facebook, you can communicate with anybody regularly and they might be on your mind, but at the same time, I know that I'm not going to physically be in their physical space. So when I see a person from my past, I realize that I'm dreaming. Last night in my dream, an old friend told me that I was, and this is so bizarre because I totally didn't agree with it, but it said something like that I was very, opposed to fighting the English, which isn't a thing right now. So I don't know. I think I was watching too many movies, honestly. I continuously was questioning why this person from my past was asking me such ridiculous questions. But lately, I've just chosen to remember the dream as it is. And I haven't really had a desire to change my dreams, but I do like being aware that I'm in a dream. And I generally, like I said, I replay the dream over and over again. And it's harder for me to put into words what I saw. But as long as you understand, then it really doesn't matter if you can communicate that to anybody else, because dreams are so personal. And if you want to start lucid dreaming, there are a couple books that I can recommend, and I will link those below. And yeah, I also had a very interesting dream once. I was learning a lot in my life and going through some losses of special people. My grandparents passed away, and so I was reading a lot about spiritual things, and I actually got to the point where I saw in my dream what I believe my idea of heaven looks like. And I think that was all because I went on this journey of understanding my dreams and connecting more to myself in my dream world. And I would just love if everybody got to experience that, what I did. It's just like at the deepest part of your mind, if there's any form of connection or knowing with something greater, then I believe in your dreams, that's one of the best ways to access that, if not through like a meditation or other type of spiritual practice. Thanks for watching.